What's up, gang? It's the voice that makes some noise. Your color commentator, JP. I'm sitting here. I just got finished watching some old school TNA, and I was like, alright, well, I was supposed to give you guys this early, and it was supposed to be the status of the wrestling world and its current status today. So I figure I'll start off with one of my favorites, and one of the ones I think can use a little bit more work than the other four. You know, if you watch my last show, I commented that again I'll be giving you this stuff as I get it. So again, here we are. TNA. First thing first, you gotta fire Dixie Carter. There's no other way around it. She can't be allowed to run your company if she's gonna be making decisions based off of who she likes and who she dislikes. You know, look at the situation with Billy Corgan. Billy Corgan signed onto the company, gave a buku load of money to the company, and you know they made him president, this, that, and the third. And I think his current status now in the company is that he doesn't have any status in the company. He was last month president, and then this month he's fired. But you know, this is all a slippery slope, hiring talent that they couldn't pay. Um, the talent that they did have, very talented wrestlers that they did have, they let go. Who knows why? Bobby Roode, Eric Young, complaining that they couldn't get paid towards the end of their career in TNA. And that's only based off of poor management by Dixie Carter. So, with that being said, it's a lot more that they could do as far as a company. You know, better video packages. I like their time slot. I like I think they come on Thursday now. I haven't been watching it, and again, as we go along, I'll get more in tune with the product. Again, we're doing this shit together, right? Right. So, yeah, that's my view on TNA. I feel as though a lot of talent has came from TNA. If you look at WWE right now, Samoa Joe and NXT, you got fucking AJ Styles on SmackDown. You got Xavier Wood, who was Creed. Yeah, I think he was Creed on TNA. So you know, with that alone, you know they built their roster based off of old talent. This I feel was again one of the things about WWE. They'll see talent, they'll pick it up again in the platform. And like I always said, you gotta have something to go against the WWE. Back in the day, it was WCW and ECW. Vince got rid of them. So the first company to pop up out of clear blue sky was TNA, which was funded by Dixie Carter. And again, her family, you know, buku money. You know, I like to call them the Millionaires Club. When you got these millions, you don't worry about what you're putting out there. You let the people underneath you, worry about your product. And so as you put out more product and put out more product, it gets better. I think one of the highlights of the TNA fan base, if anybody can agree with me, was when they had Hulk Hogan. You know, they signed Jeff Hardy. They wound up signing Matt Hardy at the same time. Turned around, signed Mr. Kennedy that same year. And they already had Sting, AJ, Samoa Joe. It was a good year. Good year for TNA. I think that was like 2011. And it was all downhill from there. Of course, signing Hogan, you didn't have money to pay the rest of your talent. Signing Ric Flair, why the fuck would you sign Ric Flair? He's damn near 90. Mick Foley, they did a whole bring back of ECW. They brought ECW at EV2, some bullshit like that. I mean, again, not why we started watching TNA. Yeah, you had a couple of veterans mixed in the mix of the new talent, but the new talent stuck out way more than the veterans did. And I think that was one of their main focus where they fucked up at, because they hired guys and then tried to make them the focus of the company, which all in all should never happen, because if you already got premier talent, Why not build from within? And I think that's any wrestling promotions should be their goal. It should really be their like driving point. If you start off with, let's say, a handful of guys, and these handful of guys stick it out with you during the company. Look at ROH, which I'm going to be talking about next. Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal left, came back, and is now the man for ROH. You know what I mean? I mean, people looking at their product way more than what they ever did, along with him and Adam Cole. But again, we'll get into that. We're on TNA right now. TNA could be better. They could do a lot better with the talent that they do have. I mean, of course, you know they're in debt right now. Of course, solve your debt problem. Figure out who you're going to put in charge of your money. Handle that better. And yeah, I really feel as though, again, they could bounce back. Hire some more talent. They just got Damian Sandow over there. And in that company, he's Aaron Rex. Not a good name, but whatever. You know, Aaron Rex. And, you know, pick up from there. They got Cody Rhodes. James Storm just came back. He's a hell of a talent. These are guys you want to promote. These are your front runners for your company. And if I can say that, then it can be done. I think with the creative minds over there, you got fucking Matt Hardy doing the best work of his fucking career with the broken Matt Hardy thing. And that's just a brilliant angle. That's just a whole different mindset of coming at wrestling. You know what I mean? Who the hell would have thought his damn compound match would have been as big as it was? His delete chant, very fucking big. And this is just what you get outside of the WWE. You know what I'm saying? It's just, again, he didn't work in WWE. They let him go. Just imagine if TNA wasn't there. Imagine if you wouldn't have had that broken genius of Matt Hardy. Just saying. But again, moving on to ROH. This is how I feel about ROH. I think they could do 20 times better than what they're doing. Of course, good business, good company, good roster. They really need a better time slot though. Really need a better time slot. 12 o'clock, and I don't mind staying up to 12 watching the show. But you got to put it at a better time. I mean, again, if you want to get a bigger crowd, you might have to drop your, I think their TV 14 rating to like PG 13 or some shit like that. I'm not sure how that works in TV land. But, yeah, you gotta move up at least 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, good hour. Then, they did that for a while. I remember when they were coming on Destination TV right after TNA. And I was like, all right, they're about to start getting bigger. And then they went back to, I think, basic television. I think, yeah. Yeah, they're on basic television now. And again, that's good. That's good if you're like starting out. But here it is. Oh, wait, you've been around for so long. But again, there's a upside and a downside to that because you're still doing a lot of work in Japan. You're working with them in juncture with what you have. So, like, half your roster is on the other side of the world, and half the roster you got now is outside of the cats you got popping up for, like, appearances is maybe 15, 20 people at best. At best, and that's including the women. So, you gotta definitely improve, grab more new wrestlers, introduce them on the show, and bring them to the forefront, of course. And then definitely work on that time slot. And get more pay-per-view events. I've seen a freaking Dynamite package for Adam Cole versus Riley, which is Riley. Yeah, I forget his whole name, but definitely. And I think that was his best fucking work. Story time with Adam Cole. His best fucking work. How else? And again, this is what I feel about. This is what I be saying when I say it's a story to be told in the ring. again, here you have two tag teams. These guys at one point was a tag team. Adam Cole broke out. He formed, I believe it was the Kingdom. In the Kingdom, he already was committed to screwing O'Reilly out of any type of title shot. O'Reilly then gets another title shot. Adam Cole gets injured. He comes back and joins the fucking Bullet Club and screws them again. And now they're getting ready to go in the final battle just to fight one more time. So I feel as though that's a good dynamic, any way you look at it, because that's proper storytelling. Okay, he made a vow to make sure that O'Reilly never gets the title. So if O'Reilly never gets the title, like if he made that vow and never gets the title, he would then have to make sure that he is around to make sure that he doesn't get the title. Just imagine if that was poorly booked. Okay, put yourself in this scenario. Adam Cole get injured. Then we run O'Reilly as a champion. He comes back, and then, maybe they feud for a little bit. Yeah, it wouldn't have been as big as it is now, but it had proper build. It had a proper direction. This is where we're going with this. And I like it. I can't wait to see the final battle pay-per-view. I'm not getting it on pay-per-view. I might watch it on YouTube maybe 2 to 3 days later, but I'm not going to. I like ROH and I like the product. I am a fan. I feel as though you got to give me more to your match card. If you got 5 shows, I want 7. And that's just me expecting more out of what they're giving us. But again, it is what it is. And that's just my little interlude on ROH, because ROH isn't doing bad at all. They're doing, from what I can see, at this point in the game, they're doing some of the best work they've ever done. And if you really look at Raw, if you look at SmackDown, that's half of an ROH roster any goddamn way. So if you're taking everybody from ROH and you're bringing them on to your main roster on the WWE, then this is what you're going to get. You're going to get quality matches. You got to take the gloves off of them, but you're going to get quality matches. And like I said, it depends on how they decide to run it. Like, how you decide to run ROH. You dig what I'm saying? Which direction do you want to go in? And who do you want to be your front runner? I feel as though if they start hiring talents and just their own talents, not sharing talent with Japan, they'll be fine. And just keep moving forward. They'll be fine. Get a different time slot and you'll be good to go. You can be just as big, if not bigger, than WWE. Yeah, so that is the part 1 of Talking Trash. So, glad for y'all guys to come out, listen to me talk trash about TNA and ROH, which really wasn't talking trash. Thumbs up to ROH. Again, don't forget, check me out on Twitter, JP Outlaw. Follow me on there. Check me out on YouTube channel, JP Outlaw, the Labcast. Check me out on there. I'm going to set up some brand new video packages. I got 3 ideas. I'm going to drop them, and I'll let you guys know as I put them up. And working on the website. Told you guys I'm trying to do it big. Get all my stuff in one hat, pull it out. Let's see what we got, right? Yeah, so, you guys, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I hope it was productive. Mine was productive. It was crazy at the end of the day, but I still made time to come in and do this, do what I love. You know what I mean? Just talk trash about the WWE, always TNA, and so on and so forth. Don't forget, this is the State of Wrestling episode. This episode right here will be 1 or 2. So I'll give you another episode in about like maybe 10-40 minutes. And you'll probably see that Monday morning. So, I want everybody to enjoy their day, and I'll talk to you soon.